That's crazy Steve's enchilada.
Well, why didn't he leave a note with his name on it? There was no note. No.
So Drake and Josh is generally a episodic show, with not a lot of plot carrying out from one episode to another, which is why a series finale in general is an interesting concept for it. It's hard to judge a show that doesn't pride itself on continuity or character development when really it's meant to be one-off. But as a nostalgia YouTuber, I need closure. I followed this show for like 4 years growing up and then 50 years after it, even though I'm 28, I think. Recently, when I revisited all 4 seasons, it made it a lot more important that I got a payoff toward the end of my endeavor. So I wanted to go through again the finale of Drake and Josh and talk about if it really was worth it. I was surprised to find some interesting turn of events, like Helen getting married, Drake getting into the record business, even Josh becoming a manager. So do these new factors, these coming-of-age events, make Drake and Josh worse or better? Let's dive into the series finale, Really Big Shrimp. So Drake and Josh didn't do a lot of special episodes like iCarly or Victorious did, mainly one 2-part episode, and it was its final one. Really Big Shrimp. Now, as you guys have been told before on my channel, this episode is the finale. It's just aired earlier. I guess we're just gonna have to put that out of the way for a second. This one is about Drake's career, which is exciting. We kind of end on one promising note, and of course, it's everything that Drake and Josh needs to be. There's fighting, there's resolution, and there's a lot of fires. And of course, Drake and Josh being threatened to go to jail once again. Apparently Josh ate Crazy Steve's last enchilada, so he's like freaking out and running around.
I didn't know it was your enchilada. I just saw it in the fridge and there was no note on it. No.
It's all right. I understand.
And Drake is about to have a really important concert with a guy from a record label about to see. I guess they're putting this whole thing together for him to sing one song. Helen doesn't recognize Walter, which is hilarious.
Hey, who's the dude? Oh, that's my husband, Walter.
We've met like 5 times.
Well, I do not remember you.
No one does.
And as she's gonna get married next week to somebody I guess we never met before. And they volunteer to take Helen's grandmother in for the wedding.
Ah, it's no trouble.
Okay, then I'll tell my grandmother she can stay at your house.
So Mindy ends up upstaging Josh at his own job. So on top of grieving their relationship like Josh has done in the past, it seems like he also has to deal with her getting hired at the premiere.
Mr. Krim, I think you know who this guy is.
Drake Parker, I'm very excited to hear you play live. Don't screw this up.
This song that Drake plays is like definitely one of the best songs in the whole show. I love that it's the finale and even better than the theme song, if that's not controversial. But Mindy's dancing in this, so this is kind of weird because she hates him. I don't know why she'd be so supportive. So the record producer says that they blew his underwear off, which is something Josh tried to coin. And they invite them down to LA. Josh says the album cover could be Drake in the ocean riding a black dolphin, which is so funny to visualize. The episode feels like at first it's trying to prove it's episodic, like setting up a bunch of stuff that seems like it could be resolved in one episode, but it's a lot more closure driven.
Have a little better attitude about this. We're doing a nice thing for a sweet old lady.
Where's the bathroom?
The grandmother enters and is like super overbearing as she lives with them, and Megan is told she has to sleep in Drake and Josh's room.
The 3 of you will be fine for a week.
Oh, this is horrible.
It's not that bad.
Oh, no!
Helen even says, Drake, I prefer him, when introducing them.
Luna, that's Josh. He works for me at the premiere. That's Drake. I prefer him. That's Megan, Miss Parker, and this is,
So they get to the record label, and Drake, of course, hits on the assistants. Kind of reminds me of Tori Goes Platinum in this scene, with this whole record label thing. But the only difference is Drake Bell ended up having a music career, and Tori Vega didn't really. Ariana Grande did, and she didn't have an episode about it. The executive, Nick, which is weird because, of course, Nickelodeon, his name's Nick, weird. He's kind of gangster. He's cool. So they want the song to promote Deka's shoes. Kind of reminds me of that episode I promote Tech Foot from iCarly.
Okay, just gonna do a quick mic check here.
Drake, just gonna do a quick mic check. Over.
You really don't need to say over.
Roger that.
Josh is really annoying in the recording studio. Of course, he, doesn't fit into this world at all. He, pretends he knows the lingo. And Drake even gets assigned an assistant named Frank, which doesn't really lead to much. The lawyer tries to give Josh the contract since he's the manager, but he's too distracted by the big shrimp to read the contract and just signs it.
But this sound booth costs like $1,000 an hour, so if you could just sign the deal.
Yeah,
Weird reason to sign it, but this is supposed to be a reference to the Amanda Show. On their last appearance on that show, they fight over shrimp, and that famously got them Drake and Josh. So there's a little backstory there, but I don't know anybody who doesn't know that already. So they get back to their rooms, and Megan has changed everything. Drake and Josh's entire room is now Megan's, essentially.
you had no right to feminize our room.
And things get a little bit worse.
Highly intelligent and has no criminal record.
Dang it!
Even Helen names Mindy the Premier's manager. Josh is super upset. Josh tries to make it personal that Mindy is the manager.
I didn't go to Helen, all right? She came to me.
You just like to beat me at everything, all right? It gives you some kind of cheap thrill, always has.
Josh, that's not
You know,
what
I've never felt better about the fact that we broke up.
Okay, I don't think you're being
You
entirely
forget
fair.
it. I'm taking a break.
Fair, Josh. You can't just make this personal just because she's your boss. So Drake and Josh go to the record label and they show them a poppy version of Drake's song, which sounds really bad, and Drake is super upset.
What do you think?
Whoa.
I hate it.
But apparently Josh signed a contract that said they had the right to do whatever they wanted with the song. Oh, geez. So Drake is super angry and the two have a breakup, supposedly, as they always do, in the record studio. It's nice because since this is the finale, the stakes feel really high and maybe they could potentially not make up over this, but obviously the episode order didn't help that. Drake is trying to get revenge on the executive by putting fruit flies in the guy's car, but obviously Josh tries to talk him out of that.
That when people play dirty, sometimes you gotta play dirty back. That's what you don't get. You always gotta play by the rules.
Rules are the foundation of a gentle society.
And he just feels terrible, so he goes to the studio to try to get him to do the other song. After being rejected again, Josh ends up switching the CDs. So the woman takes the wrong song.
Yeah. Hey, here it is. Oh, take a shoe commercial. Super Bowl final mix. Here you go.
Finally, everybody gathers to watch the Super Bowl where Drake's song is about to premiere, and they play the original song, the good song, and everybody's super happy, and we feel like it's resolved until Josh gets a phone call.
Oh, did you see the commercial?
You saw it?
Ooh, what did he say about you switching the songs?
He said it was illegal. And in violation of our contract, and the record label's gonna sue us for $5 million. Oh, and we could possibly go to prison.
Is that my mom on the phone? Tell her I need new Batman socks.
Why would I be talking to your mother on my phone?
Apparently, what he did was illegal, and he's gonna get fined $5 million and potentially end up in jail. Which is crazy, because it's how did you convey that much information over a less than 30-second phone call? So later, Mindy can't handle Crazy Steve, so the premiere is basically going haywire until Josh saves the day.
Mountain when she
He's actually good at his job. And hopefully they recognize it now. She admits that she has just signed up for this job to get closer to him. It's sad because it's everything feels a lot more positive, but we still have that looming threat of the record label over us.
Dude,
wait.
no, I can't wait. That was Nick Mateo.
The president of Spin City Records?
DNL everything.
Drake and Josh are called to Spin City Records, and Drake takes the blame with Josh, showing that they've made up about the situation, which is really sweet.
In the last 24 hours, we've had over 30,000 emails and phone calls from fans wanting to buy your song.
They end up liking that he switched the song, so he tells them they've got a record deal.
So, I take it we're not in trouble anymore?
On the contrary, we'd like to sign a multi-record contract with Drake.
Which I will read.
Thank you.
So everything works out. Finally, we get one more moment, a wedding at the premiere. It's really sweet to look at this, especially since this is such a central hub to the show. And of course, a fire has to happen, so everybody evacuates.
Okay, we have a small fire. If everyone...
And they're stuck in the parking lot. But they make the most of it, kind of like the Storm episode.
Okay, there was a little fire. We're a big fire.
And it feels like things are starting to slow down, the pacing's a lot more chill, Mindy and Josh fully decide to get back together, and Drake kisses a random girl.
Hi, I'm Drake.
Carrie.
Helen's upset at first, but then she realizes that getting married in a parking lot is just as romantic, and they throw Jake up on the truck and he performs the song one last time, finally closing the series of Drake and Josh. Oh, this was such a good episode, and I love that they actually milked a lot of these moments to give more time and closure to it.
I want the shrimp.
I want it.
I want it.
Would you give it? Hey, no, give it. No, give it to me. No, I want the shrimp. Will you give it to me?
But don't cry too much, because now we're gonna have to get to the final 2 aired episodes. Yeah, so was that satisfying for you guys? I'd love to open a discussion to see if Drake and Josh ended the way it started. Was it strong? Was it necessary? I feel like this show tries so hard not to make itself seem important, not in a way that iCarly did, where everything was an event, or Victorious, where everything needed to have more episodes. They went out with a pretty subtle episode, trying not to get our hopes up or make anything bad happen. And for somebody who really likes the follow-up movie, Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh, I'd say I'm pretty happy with the way things left off. Like, we didn't need too much closure, but we also didn't shy away from having it at all. You know, like Helen getting married, everything going on was just necessary, I feel like. So overall, it's good that the first special of Drake and Josh just happens to be the best, and the last episode in general. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to check out the final retrospective of my Drake and Josh series, or even my full 6-hour deep dive. Thank you guys so much for supporting me on my journey of nostalgia 2000s content. And keep checking out my videos, guys. I really appreciate everything you've done for me so far. This is so much fun. Until next time, everybody, this is Johnny2000. Thank you so much, and have a great day.